You look at the calendar and see June, July, August, and most people exhale. They think finally a break. They let their foot off the gas. They start to drift. But let me tell you something most people won't. That feeling of ease, that why, open calendar, it's a trap if you're not careful. The time you think you have is the very time that decides how your year ends. Summer isn't a break, it's a test of what you'll do when no one's watching, when there are no teachers, no deadlines, no pressure from the outside. Just you and your choices. Most people wait for someone to force them into motion. They wait for a deadline, a crisis, a demand, but that kind of person will always be behind, because success doesn't wait for the pressure to show up. It's built in moments when you create pressure for yourself. I've watched too many people walk into summer with excitement and walk out with regret. They let the days slide, they wake up later, they tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, and then string together enough tomorrows to ruin the whole season. And it's not because they didn't want to improve it, because they didn't decide to. Wanting isn't enough. You have to move . People talk about motivation, about feeling inspired, but the truth is, discipline in the quiet months creates the loudest results. While the world is slowing down, you need to speed up. When your friends are sitting still, scrolling endlessly, doing the same thing every day, you've got to move in the opposite direction. That's how you build distance, quietly, day by day, when no one expects it. And it's always the same in December. The ones who coasted all summer feel it. They scramble. They look around and wonder how others got so far ahead. And then it hits them. They wasted the only stretch of the year when they had full control of their time. No one was stopping them. No one was standing in their way, and yet they stood still. You see, time has a way of pretending it's infinite, until it's not. Every day this summer is a small investment in your future, or a withdrawal from it. And December, that's just the bill coming due. You don't get to avoid it. You don't get to rewrite the year at the last minute. If you want a December that feels earned, not forced, you need to respect June, July, and August like they're sacred. I've seen what happens when people treat summer like downtime. Their momentum disappears, their vision blurs, they lose the urgency, and once that urgency is gone, it's hard to get it back, because it's easy to work hard when everyone else is working too. It's easy to stay sharp when the pressure's on. But summer asks, can you be driven without someone pushing you? Can you stay focused when it would be easier to drift? That's where the winners are made. Not in the spotlight, not on the stage, but behind closed doors in the hottest months, when there's every excuse to be lazy and every reason to get ahead. Let me make it clear, this is not about never resting. It's about earning your rest. It's about choosing the hard thing now so life becomes easier later. You either suffer the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. There is no third option, and summer hands you that choice on a silver platter. You can feel it right now, can't you, that tension between comfort and commitment? That small voice telling you it's fine, you've got time, while the other voice, the sharper one, whispers if not now, when? You've got to understand this season is rare. It won't always be like this. You won't always have the room to choose what you do with your days. Life will fill up again. Pressure will return. But right now the path is open, it's quiet, it's wide. But it's closing a little every day. So what are you going to do with that? When December comes and you look back, the only question that will matter is, did you use the summer or did you lose it? December doesn't lie. It's the season where all your choices line up and stare back at you. It's the month when the truth catches up. When the year winds down and the noise fades, you're left with the results of everything you did or didn't do. And that's why what you choose to do right now in these summer months matters more than most people realize. You might not feel it yet. The heat is here, the days are long, there's a sense of freedom in the air. But don't let that fool you. December is already watching. It remembers what you did with this so-called free time. It remembers if you used it to grow, or if you spent it wasting hours, stacking excuses and calling it rest. It remembers if you pushed yourself when no one was looking, or if you coasted while convincing yourself that you'd get serious later. There's a kind of silence that hits hard in December. It's not the weather. It's not the cold. It's the weight of missed opportunity. It's standing in front of a mirror and realizing that the gap between where you are and where you asterisk could have been asterisk didn't come from bad luck or bad timing. It came from bad choices. I've seen it in the eyes of people who thought they had time. They told themselves they were young, they had space, they could wait. And then suddenly, they're standing in the last month of the year, scrambling, stressed, wondering why nothing changed. But the truth is, nothing changes unless asterisk you asterisk do. You can't wish your way into progress. You can't coast into greatness. You have to asterisk choose asterisk it daily, especially when no one's forcing you, and summer, that's when the choice is yours. It's when the distractions are louder, the urgency is quieter, and the path forward is invisible to most. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking summer doesn't count. But it counts the most because it's where you show what matters to you, without deadlines, without pressure. What do you chase? December is a harvest, and the seeds you're planting now are the ones you'll reap later. The missed workouts, the books you didn't read, the skills you said you'd learn next week, they all show up. You can't fake preparation. You can't pretend your way into results. When the curtain falls on the year, you either have what you built, or you have reasons why you don't. And the worst kind of pain is the pain you cause yourself, not because of failure, but because you didn't even try, because you asterisk knew asterisk what needed to be done and you chose to ignore it. That's the kind of regret that doesn't just sting, it lingers. It sticks with you in quiet moments, in your thoughts, in your gut. It haunts you in the form of what if. The beautiful thing is that regret isn't a guarantee. You still have time, you're not too late. But you can't keep living like time is unlimited. You can't keep throwing away weeks and hoping December will be kind to you. December is fair, it just tells the truth, and the truth is always shaped by what you're doing right now. You've got to ask yourself, what kind of December do you want? One where you're proud, calm, prepared, where you feel momentum carrying you forward, or one where you're stressed, frustrated, disappointed, where you're trying to make up for a summer you know you wasted? And don't think anyone else is to blame. Not your friends, not your schedule, not your circumstances. Summer didn't waste itself. If you get to the end of the year and you're still standing in the same place, it's because you stood still. You had the time. The world gave you space. What did you do with it? We all have moments where we slip, where we choose comfort over progress. That's human. But what separates the driven from the drifting is what they do after that. Do you keep slipping, or do you get up? Do you keep making excuses, or do you wake up and own the fact that you've got work to do? Let others laugh now, scroll now, sleep now. You move differently. Because when December comes and they're filled with regret, you'll be filled with results. Use the time now, so when December comes, you don't have to explain a thing. You'll just asterisk, show it asterisk. Everybody wants the reward, but few are willing to work when it's optional. That's the line that separates people who dream from people who asterisk do asterisk. It's easy to stay focused when a teacher is grading you, when a coach is pushing you, when a boss is watching. But when none of that's there, when summer hits and the schedule clears, what happens then? That's when we find out who's really serious. You see, most people wait until the world starts shouting at them before they take action. They need pressure to move, a deadline to wake them up, or fear to light the fire. But by the time the pressure comes, it's often too late to make any real difference. That's why the people who win, who lead, who elevate, those people create asterisk internal asterisk pressure. They don't need someone to tell them to get to work. They already decided that months ago. Summer is the perfect test. No one's chasing you. No one's checking in. No one's keeping score. You're not being graded. And that's exactly why this time is so dangerous. Because when the external pressure drops, most people stop pushing. But if you can build when no one's asking you to, you can wake up early, train hard, study long, and stick to your goals with no applause, no audience, and no immediate payoff, you are already ahead of 90% of the world. Everyone talks about wanting to be great. Everyone says they want more. They say they want to level up. But those same people disappear in summer. They go quiet. They let their routines fall apart. They vanish from discipline because they think this time doesn't count. That's the trap. That's the mindset that leaves you scrambling in December, wondering where the time went. Success isn't about bursts of effort. It's about consistency, especially when it doesn't feel urgent. It's built during seasons when quitting looks easy and no one would even notice if you did. It's built during weekends, late nights, early mornings, and yes, during summer break. Because what you do when you asterisk don't have to asterisk shapes who you are when you asterisk have to asterisk. Let me tell you something about excellence. It's never accidental. It doesn't show up uninvited. You can't drift into it. It comes to the people who asterisk show up daily asterisk without the need for someone to clap for them. It comes to those who are addicted to growth, who chase improvement for its own sake, not just when a reward is dangled in front of them. And maybe right now you're looking around and thinking, but everyone else is relaxing. Everyone else is taking it easy. You're right. They are. Most people will do the bare minimum and still expect maximum results. But that's not you. That can't be you. Not if you want to break the cycle. Not if you want to be proud of how you finished the year. You can't compare yourself to people who aren't chasing what you're chasing. Let them take it easy. Let them play small. Let them stay in the comfort zone. But you asterisk, need to remember what you said you wanted. The life, the freedom, the impact, the excellence. That version of your life isn't built through random moments of effort. It's built through disciplined summers, through focus when no one's watching, through showing up even when it's optional. And let's be honest, the grind doesn't always feel good. There's nothing glamorous about it. No spotlight. No cheering crowd. It's just you and the decision to keep going. But later, when the results start showing, that's when people will ask, how did you get there? And you'll know, you got there because you worked when they didn't. You built when they paused. You stayed sharp when they got soft. And you won't need to explain a thing. You'll have the results to prove it. So if you're waiting for a perfect time, a perfect plan, or a perfect level of motivation, you're wasting the very season that could set you apart. There's no magic coming, there's no shortcut arriving, there's only the work you choose to do right now when it doesn't feel required. The difference between coasting and climbing is found in summers like this, when working is a choice, not a requirement. And that choice, it's yours. Do what most won't now, so you can live how most can't later. One of the biggest lies people tell themselves is, I'll get serious when the time is right. They wait for motivation. They wait for things to feel perfect. They wait for some magical alignment, when they're more rested, when they feel more confident, when they're ready. But that's not how progress works. That's not how life rewards you. The truth is, success doesn't wait for perfect timing. It shows up for people who start where they are, with what they have right now. That's why summer is so dangerous and so powerful at the same time. It feels like freedom. It feels like there's no pressure, no rules, and because of that, most people think they can afford to delay. They look at the stretch of time and say, I'll relax for a bit and then get to work. But days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, and by the time they realize it, the window has closed, the season is gone, the time they thought they had disappeared while they were thinking about what they were going to do. There's a different approach you have to take if you want to be one of the few who actually makes progress. You've got to stop waiting for things to feel perfect and start taking imperfect action. You have to work through the fog, through the doubt, through the lack of clarity. Because clarity doesn't come before action. It follows it. You gain confidence by showing up, not by sitting around thinking about how confident you wish you felt. You don't get stronger by planning workouts. You get stronger by lifting the weight, day after day, even when it's uncomfortable. It's the same with your goals. It's the same with your future. Summer isn't a time to wait and see how it goes. It's the time to test your ability to lead yourself, to move without being pushed, to stay disciplined when the world tells you to relax. I've seen so many people miss their moment because they waited for the mood to strike. But moods are liars. They come and go. You can't build anything meaningful if your decisions are always tied to how you feel. Some days you're going to be tired. Some days you'll feel lost. Some days you won't want to show up at all. But if you can push through those days, you're building something most people never will, mental toughness, and that toughness, that's what separates the talkers from the doers. You want to know how people end up stuck year after year. It's not because they're not smart. It's not because they don't have talent. It's because they keep waiting, waiting for motivation, waiting for a sign, waiting for someone else to light the fire, and life passes them by while they're sitting there holding the matches. Let me say this as clearly as I can. If you're always waiting to feel ready, you're going to waste your life, because readiness is a myth. No one ever feels fully ready for their next level. You grow into readiness through the act of doing . You rise to the occasion because you forced yourself to act when you didn't feel prepared, and suddenly, after all that movement, you look up and realize you became ready by refusing to wait. This summer is your proving ground. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need everything figured out. You just need a reason to move. And I know you've got one. Maybe it's proving something to yourself. Maybe it's changing your situation. Maybe it's escaping the version of you that you're tired of seeing in the mirror. Whatever it is, let that be louder than your excuses. You don't need to do it all today, but you need to do something . 1 hour of focus, 1 chapter of that book, 1 workout, 1 new skill, and then stack it again tomorrow. Small, consistent effort, applied daily, beats big bursts of inspiration that fizzle out. That's how you build momentum. That's how you build belief, because once you get moving, you'll notice something. Your energy starts to shift, your vision sharpens, your confidence builds, not because someone else is pushing you, but because you chose to push yourself. You didn't wait. You didn't make excuses. You just decided, now is the time, even if it's messy, even if it's slow, even if it's not perfect, and when December comes, you won't be wishing you started earlier. You'll be proud you didn't wait. Most people underestimate just how much momentum matters. They think success is one big decision, one big moment, one massive effort, and then they're done. But the truth is, success is built in waves. It's built in rhythm, and momentum is the force that either carries you forward or keeps you stuck. That's why what you do this summer matters more than you think, because momentum isn't something you find in December. It's something you build in June. I've watched people work hard all year long, only to slow down the second the structure disappears. They let up, they lose their edge. They think they can hit pause and just press play again when fall comes. But momentum doesn't work like that. It doesn't wait patiently, it fades quickly, and when it's gone, getting it back takes twice the effort. And usually you never get back to quite the same level. You know the feeling. You've had times in your life when you were locked in, dialed in, focused, and then 1 week off turned into 2. 1 missed workout became a month. 1 day of I'll do it later turned into a whole season of delay. And suddenly everything that felt close now feels far away. That's the cost of lost momentum. It's not just about starting over. It's about rebuilding the fire you already had. That's why summer is so critical. You've got space, you've got time, and you've got fewer distractions from the outside world telling you what to do, which means it's your asterisk job to keep the engine running, the people who stay in motion while everyone else is standing still. Those are the ones who come into fall already ahead. Already warmed up, already moving. You don't need to sprint. This isn't about burning yourself out, but you do need to stay moving. You do need to keep the rhythm alive, because when you lose it, even the best intentions can't save you. And here's the real truth, Mo. Momentum protects you from doubt, from hesitation, from fear. It gives you proof that you're making progress, even if the results haven't fully shown up yet. Most people think confidence is something you either have or you don't. But it's not. Confidence is built through motion, through keeping promises to yourself, through showing up day after day even when no one's clapping. You build it by stacking wins, small ones, quiet ones. But they add up, and each one gives you more reason to believe you're on the right path. That's why you've got to take this summer seriously, not because it's dramatic, not because it's loud, but because this is the season where momentum is most fragile. It's the season that will either carry you into December strong and steady, or leave you crawling into the end of the year wondering where it all slipped away. People always ask, how do I get ahead? This is how. While everyone else is slowing down, asterisk, you keep going, asterisk. While they take the whole summer off, asterisk, you sharpen your edge, asterisk. While they lose their habits, asterisk, you lock yours in deeper, asterisk. That doesn't mean you never rest. It just means your rest is earned. It means your work comes first. It means you asterisk move with purpose, asterisk, even when it's quiet. And if you've already lost some momentum, that's okay. Just don't wait any longer to get it back. The longer you wait, the heavier the restart becomes. But the moment you take that first step again, the resistance begins to shrink. You don't have to do it all at once. You just have to get back in motion. One small win today, another one tomorrow. Let that be your fuel. There will always be people who wait until fall to try and fix what they broke during the summer. Don't be one of them. Don't waste these months and then act surprised when December feels heavy. Remember this, momentum doesn't lie. If you've got it, it shows. If you don't, it shows louder. You either take care of it now, or you'll be chasing it later. So protect your pace, guard your rhythm, stay in motion even when no one else is. Because momentum, once built, becomes your greatest advantage, and your clearest proof that you're becoming who you said you would be. Most people don't realize that every day they wake up, they're casting a vote for the kind of life they're going to live. And summer hands you more votes than any other time of year. You're given more freedom, more space, more choices. And what you do with that reveals everything about who you are becoming. This is the season that tests your character. Not in front of a crowd, but in private. Not with loud applause, but in silence. And that silence, that's where your future is being built. You say you want to win. You say you want to grow. You say you want to close the year strong. Then this is where it starts. Not in December when the clock is running out, but right now when no one's watching and nothing feels urgent. This is where you prove you meant what you said in January. This is where you show that your goals weren't just talk. Because if you abandon them when it gets quiet, they were never real goals to begin with. They were just wishes dressed up as intentions. Summer gives you choices. That's its greatest gift and its biggest trap. You can choose ease or you can choose excellence. You can choose distractions or you can choose direction. The world won't stop you either way, and that's what makes this season so dangerous for those who don't know how to lead themselves. There's no external force keeping you on track. It's all on you. That's where discipline becomes the difference. It's easy to be disciplined when structure is handed to you. It's easy to grind when someone's telling you what to do. But self-discipline, that's a different game. That's when you choose the harder path, even when no one would blame you for choosing the easier one. That's when you build habits not because someone's watching, but because you've decided the future you want is worth the discomfort now. And here's something no one likes to say out loud. Summer exposes your real priorities. You might say your goals matter. You might say your dreams are important. But when you've got the time and no one's telling you how to use it, what do you actually do with it? That's the truth right there. That's who you really are when no one's shaping your schedule for you. The people who win aren't always the ones with the best skills or the biggest opportunities. Often, they're just the ones who stayed faithful to the work when it wasn't exciting. They're the ones who decided that boredom, distraction, and comfort weren't strong enough reasons to stop. They were consistent in the quiet. They did the hard stuff when it wasn't urgent. And by the time the rest of the world woke up, they were already miles ahead. Summer is the gym for your mindset. It's where you train your ability to focus, to follow through, to delay gratification. And like any workout, it's going to burn. You're going to want to skip it. You're going to tell yourself you've got time. But you don't. You've got now. And if you waste now, you will feel it later. People like to talk about December as if it's the finish line. But December isn't the end, it's the scoreboard. It reflects what you did, and it reveals what you didn't. It's not judgmental. It's just honest, and you don't want to stand in front of that scoreboard trying to explain why you didn't show up when you had the chance. You want to stand there knowing that you did what most wouldn't. That you didn't take the easy way, that you chose to work while others wasted. Because you don't just wake up in December with results. You don't magically arrive at success. You earn it quietly in June, in July, in August, when no one's clapping and nothing is forcing you. These are the days that matter most. These are the days that define your path. You get to choose now whether December will feel like a celebration or a regret, whether you'll look back with pride or with disappointment. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. It matters what you do, the standards you set, the hours you commit, the goals you protect, and every single one of those decisions adds up. So if you want to finish this year strong, don't wait. Don't hope, don't guess. Decide now, show up now, be relentless now, because the version of you that stands in December will be built by the actions you take this summer, one day, one decision, one discipline at a time.